Hello. Hello, hello, hello. We're here for more Zero Escape. Virtue's last reward. Isn't it exciting? I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Very excited. I can't believe it. I'm also very annoyed that yesterday, well, not yesterday, on Sunday, last stream, it took us so long to find the actual puzzle, and then we got the thing for the thing. The freaking extra hard part of the thing, of the thing, so easily. That kind of annoyed me a little bit. But anyway, let's start the game. I am here launching the game in my rocket launcher. Waiting for the game to load. Heck yeah, it loaded. Yeah, I think this is gonna be better. But you see, this sucks for only one reason. My microphone's in the way. So, I'll be right back, guys. There we go. I can see everything. That is, once again, very loud. Why is it so loud? Volume mixer. We literally lowered the volume to 50 and it didn't keep. That annoys me. If you can't trust anyone, then everyone should die. I haven't been able to read the things from the beginning. So, welcome to my kingdom. Did it froze? Oh no. Okay, we were going to change some things. Cursor speed fast, skip test fast. Is that it? I thought we could make the text faster, but I guess not. Anyway, we're gonna resume. After 3 hours, we made our way down the hallway, and at the end, waiting for us, everyone being very loud. I'm gonna lower it again. Yeah, 30 is fine. Yeah. Hey, looks like the gang's all here. What's up?
Nothing's up. We left our room, headed left. And ended up here.
Sigma, let me see that map you found earlier.
Oh, right. Oh. No matter which door we took, all of them led back here.
It's the same as the map we found in the lounge.
The lounge?
Oh, we found something like that too. Our room was an infirmary.
That's so... We found ours in the crew quarters.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Well, game, don't stutter. Stuttered a second. Where are we being taken? Where? I demand to know.
What the? This is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looks like the ones we saw earlier.
Luck. Huh? Yeah, won't budge.
And just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh, no, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers? Oh yeah, the time left. Looks like 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Yeah, looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Clover, how about you show him that note we found?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Huh? Was it something about supplementary rules? Because we found a note just like that. It was in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in the safe in the crew quarters. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened the door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I cannot keep you from going in and out of them. Any color of bracelet can go through them and as many people as you like. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of this free reign rule. Once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back until you've solved the puzzle. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the
I
warehouse.
don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. One for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Oh, you know who this guy reminds me of? I was thinking about it last stream, but I forgot. I don't remember his name, but he reminds me of the guy from the DLC from Sword and Shield. Oh boy, I'm gonna check his name because I forgot. Sword, Shield, if I can spell Shield DLC characters. Avery. Reminds me a little bit of Avery. A little bit fancier and less colored splurge all over the place, but reminds me of Avery.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
Alright, fine. I'm going.
Woo! We're going. Crew quarters. Hello, crew quarters. Words that I cannot really say because of too much English R.
So, this is the crew quarters, huh?
Just as the note said. We had no trouble getting in here.
That means we can go to the infirmary or the lounge.
Yeah, we can check out any of them.
Hey, look, Grandpa! They got a poster of a lady in here! It looks like the ones you got back home!
This one's pretty odd.
Oh boy.
We're talking at least 14, maybe even 15 EU.
Agreed.
What?
Sure would like to take it home with me. Unfortunately, I don't think this is really the time for that. Let's keep moving.
Whoa, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the nonary game? And if Quark was calling Tenmyoji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seem to be close, too. Just how many of these people knew each other already?
Let's go, buddy. I can't wait to get out of here and back to my, grandpa videos.
You're a dirty man.
Oh, you mean the ones you keep in the locked cabinet?
Shh. You're being too loud, Quark. You have to say these things quietly.
Oh my god, I can't believe. So gross. Warehouse A, Warehouse B, Warehouse C, Warehouse D. Welcome to my kingdom.
Oh, you're finally done. You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it did take me quite a while.
For yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, Theo. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise...
Well, you really need me to spell it out.
Forget it.
That's a good boy. Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier. Namely, how do you get more BP?
We go into the AB rooms, right? Look. We've got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
Okay.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes.
Okay.
What do we do after we go into the room?
Play a game. Just like it says on the door. You play the Ambidex game!
Okay, you're being creepy.
Wait,
I mean, yeah, that's your point, so.
what's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
It's a game of betrayal, then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
Then what's the nonary game?
Oh, that refers to the whole enchilada.
A whole enchilada.
The nonary game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one.
Okay.
Like hell. This shit is confusing.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, Theo?
Arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am. So you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please? I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
Okay, Kate, Quark, and myself gave each gave one a card to Luna, Alice, and Tenyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion about who to go into which door, but Vi and I found ourselves heading towards the leftmost room. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head in too?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay, okay.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Okay. What? This game's got a time limit too? Wait,
Something wrong?
no, nothing. There's no one
What are
here.
you talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here.
Well, yeah, I know.
Let's get inside.
Yeah, right.
This looks just like the room we woke up in.
Hello, Frankie. Yeah. Well, there's one thing that's different.
That screen.
Yeah. Looks like there's something on it. The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished. Okay.
Shit! What the hell are you doing, you idiot?
What? I just pressed the start button.
Did you even read what it said? Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes. Now, thanks to your stupid ass, we're stuck in here for almost an hour.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Ugh.
Hey, hey, hey! Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
AB gate?
That's the door to the AB room, silly. You're in the AB room right now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be continuing my earlier explanation.
Okay, let's see what happens now.
Let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round
Okay.
will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano.
Okay.
Well, there are two people in each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a two-on-one battle, I guess. Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be.
Opponent.
It's really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors.
Okay.
For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Alas and went through the cyan door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Alas.
And it goes the other way, too. Alas's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Tamioli.
Potassium and Cleaver, oh no!
And VO and Quirk's enemy will be Mooney. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
Zero the Third.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you?
Yeah?
You guys have to do
Oh.
Easy options.
Is this the thing in which if there's three people and if one of those three people says betray, they get all the money and the other two don't get anything, but if all of them betray, none of them get anything, and if all of them are allied, they all get split thing?
Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick.
Okay.
Complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and minus are from
Yeah.
your point of view.
Plus and minus, okay. So if we're an ally and we get betrayed, we get -2. But if we're an ally and they also choose ally, they get +2. But if we betray and they're an ally, they get 3. We get 3 points. But if we betray and they betray, no one wins anything.
So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they. And you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside. We call that the best pals outcome. Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
Stupid jerk face, I agree with that.
Let's skin them and stew them with some taters.
The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2.
Okay.
That serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that
Okay.
happens, none of you get to lose anything. Absolutely zero change in BP.
Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most. You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well,
Yeah.
that applies here too.
Okay, so if we both win 2 points, okay.
The two of you only get 1 vote.
Yeah.
You get to choose once between ally or betray. That doesn't mean you split your points though. You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In
Yeah.
other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more, but it'll just have to wait, I guess.
I hate that Zero does this. Like in the first game, he was like, "Oh, you know, no one ever had no one ever had the whole thing, and you know, happened again and whatever." And now in this one, it's like, "I'm just gonna tell you the rules slowly." What? Why does it have to wait?
Hush now. It'll be okay.
No, it won't.
30 minutes remain until.
Oh, that was 10 minutes. Okay.
Anyway, I've gotta hop along now. Don't do something harebrained and wait until the last minute. You've got plenty of time, so think it out. Bye-bye now. Have a nice trust.
I hate it. Man, what are we going to do?
About the AB game?
Yeah. Should we choose ally or betray?
It's a tough call. This is really kind of an interesting game. Seems like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah, prisoner's dilemma. That's what I was thinking. What's that?
You've never heard of it? It's a thought experiment that uses game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate. Let's say Apple and Banana have committed a serious crime.
Apple and banana?
I just gave them the first names I thought of. They don't mean anything. Anyway, Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells far away from one another. In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other. And they're not like telepaths or something.
Okay.
So that's the setup. You following me?
Yeah, keep going.
So, a detective shows up. He visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing. Goes something like this.
You can both clam up if that's what you want. We're gonna have to put you both in the slammer for 2 years if you do. Now, if you flip on your pal over there, tell me everything. I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes the other way. He gets 1 year. And you get to spend 15 years eating government cheese. You're probably wondering if both of you confess. Well, I can shave off a little time for saving me trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years. So, punk, what's it gonna be? Gonna give me what I want? Or you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course,
Oh, wow.
I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag. No rush. Give you plenty of time to think about it.
So, that's the prisoner's dilemma.
What would you do? Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Well, if my erstwhile criminal associate Banana is going to keep his mouth shut, then the best choice for me is to spill the beans. That way I only serve 1 year. But what if he confesses too? Then the smart thing would be for me to do the same. After all, if he cuts a deal and I don't, then I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I can shave 5 years off of that. Then it seems like the best choice is always to go to confess.
Interesting. But you're forgetting something important.
Which is?
That Banana will be thinking the same thing. So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it?
Yep, which is why you should usually stay silent.
If you both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years. But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're gonna spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level too.
Yep.
You see now? The A-B game is the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same thing. If we trust Alice, we can both increase our BP by 2. But if we don't trust each other, in the long run, it won't benefit either of us.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting. Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team. Who would we be playing against?
0, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the AB game. If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him? Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked ally. What would our total points be?
6 plus 3, 9. Oh well, 2 times 9 is 18, so 18 points.
Okay, now let's say one of the pairs chooses betray.
The pair who picked betray will get 3 points each, so in total they'll have 6 points. But the solo they betrayed will have 2 points subtracted, so the total gain for that game would only be 4 points. The other 2 groups would choose ally for that round, right?
Yeah.
So for the other teams, you get 6 each, which will give you 2 times 16. 6 is 12, plus 4, 16 points total.
So, what does that tell you?
If we considered all 9 of us to be on the same team, we need to always choose ally to get the most points. If even one person chooses betray, the total points we get goes down.
Exactly. In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits. But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose betray, then the group gets 0 points. Ultimately, nobody benefits. Not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone. And they hurt you.
Okay, I think I get it. What you're saying is that we should pick ally.
No. I mean the opposite.
What?
If you're going to make the most logical choice here, the only option is betray.
What? Why? You just explained why that was a terrible idea.
No, I didn't. It's not the prisoner's solution. It's the prisoner's dilemma. Even though there's an outcome where everybody's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one. You want to pick it, but you can't. A dilemma.
Wait, what? I might be too nice to people. Maybe that's just me. I might be too nice to people because I really would always choose ally or to like stay quiet, you know, but then again I would lose points and so complicated. So complicated.
If we choose ally and Alice does too, then yes, it'll be great. All 3 of us will get 2 points. That would be ideal, obviously. And it would help everybody. But what if Alice chooses betray?
Our BP will go down to 1.
Right. And if that happens, we're screwed. So...
20 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Okay.
unless we can be certain that Alice will choose ally, we don't have a choice. We have to choose betray. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to know that for certain. That means we have to make the rational choice. It would be great to make the right choice, but we can't.
That is a very creepy way of thinking, and I hate it. Hey, did you just say we're screwed? If you don't mind telling me, what did you mean by that? I'm guessing something happens if our BP hits 0, right? I mean, the way you said it sure makes it seem like something's going to happen. Do you know something? You do know something. What are you hiding? Yeah, you know, there's been something weird about you from the moment we met. I mean, for starters, how do you know my name?
Oh, knock it off. This is getting old.
I don't care if it's getting ancient. This is important. I don't know you, but you seem to know me somehow. The only explanation I can think of that makes any kind of sense is that you are working with Zero.
What about you?
What?
Are you working with Zero?
Me? Why would you think that?
You're too calm. You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you? That hardly seems normal.
Oh, come on. I could ask the same. I could ask you the same thing.
Don't change the subject. We're talking about you. Maybe you actually do know me.
What? Where the hell did that come from? Look, I already told you I've never seen you before in my life. What? What? Excuse me, what?
Sigma. Just let it go. Our time's up. This is it. Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You know we're about to die, but you still stuck with me. So,
Okay.
thank you, Sigma.
Oh, she's so cute here. Look at her smile.
Goodbye.
Okay, so I see the death. I see the death scene. In an explosion? Are we in the moon? What? What was that?
What's wrong?
I saw
Saw what?
the explosion.
Explosion?
I think there's a bomb somewhere in this building. I'm not sure, but it sounded like it was on a timer. You and I were trying to stop it, but we couldn't do anything, and...
Whoa, Sigma! Calm down. What are you talking about?
Ugh. Ugh.
What is it now?
My head.
It hurts?
Yeah.
You know, you said it hurt when you first woke up in the AB room, too.
It didn't just hurt. It felt like it was going to explode.
You alright?
I mean, I've had a migraine for most of the day, but I really wanted to stream for you guys, so we're dealing with it. I think so.
Maybe you should rest a little.
Yeah, maybe I could just lay my head on your lap. Oh, she's so cute and embarrassed.
Of course. I shouldn't have worried.
Vi and I spent the rest of the time until the door opened in silence. The AB game was forgotten as I tried to make sense of what I'd seen. Had it been real in any way? Or was it just a hallucination, brought on by stress or some strange drug they dosed me with while I was out? It had seemed real, though. Was it a premonition? I had to stifle a bark of laughter at the thought. Seeing the future? This wasn't some crappy sci-fi novel. This was real life. Things like that didn't happen. I was just tired. The stress of the nunnery game was probably getting to me more than Fi thought. I was tired and I was emotional. A hallucination was strange, but really it was perfectly understandable. But what if I wasn't losing it? What if I was fine? What if I hadn't been... What if it hadn't been a hallucination? I sat there for what felt like hours, my mind running in circles.
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Okay. What the hell was that?
Do you need a translator? If you don't vote fast enough, then it'll set your vote to ally. Make sense? Or do I need to use smaller words?
So if you plan to pick ally, then you don't even really need to go into the AB room.
I guess not. We're already in here, though. So we might as well figure out what we're gonna do. What's it gonna be, Sigma? Ally? Or betray?
So according to what you said, Fi, we should actually do betray, but I really want to do ally because that's what my inside tells me. Why are you even asking? You made it pretty clear that we should choose betray.
Well, I didn't say should. I just said we didn't really have a choice.
That's the same
It's
thing.
completely different. The former is an active opinion. The latter is just passive information.
Whatever. You still want to betray, right?
Yeah.
Then why did you ask me? So we never really finished our conversation from earlier. You said that we'd be screwed if our BP dropped to 1. What did you mean by that? Is something going to happen if our BP gets to 0 or something?
We die.
What?
If our BP drops to 0, we die. The needles in our bracelets activate.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, how the hell do you know that? 0 never said anything about it.
I don't know. I swear, I don't. I know somehow. There's just this feeling I've got. Like, that's what'll happen.
Oh, come on. That again? You fed me the same line when I asked you why you knew my name. How can you know all these things when there's no way on Earth? Wait, did you see it? Did you have some sort of, I don't know, premonition?
What? What the hell are you talking about? You sounded like a crazy person the first time, too.
Then you haven't...
Seriously, Sigma, are you okay? I think there's something wrong with you.
This was wrong. If I was supposed to be acting strange, not me. Instead, here she was asking if I was okay. But what if it wasn't just her? What if I was losing it too? I groaned. My head felt awful. It was like someone had thrown my brain in a food processor and hit puree.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Hey, it's almost time. What are you gonna pick? If you aren't going to do it, then
No, I'm fine. I'll do it.
You're gonna choose betray, right?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Take it away.
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I stood in front of the selection screen and took a deep breath. This was it. I ran over my options, and one last time. Then there was only one possible choice. So they wanted me to ally or betray, but we want to betray because if we betray and they betray, it's 0 points, but if we betray and they ally, it's 3 points. So let's go with betray. Vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. I did the right thing, right?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You were right there. You watched me choose betray.
Oh. Well, what choice did you have? That's the kind of game this is.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
All right.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally.
Let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Okay.
are the results from your game.
Okay, so Alice chose ally. Okay.
Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ouch.
That was quite a smack.
What the hell is wrong with you? Don't you realize what you've done?
Of course.
We chose betray,
Hence the slaps.
right?
Come on now, I think once was enough.
1,000 times wouldn't be enough. I don't think you understand just how bad this is.
I'm sorry.
This isn't the kind of thing you can just apologize for.
Then what am I supposed to do?
That you're even asking that question is insane. How stupid are you?
Alice, why did you choose ally?
Can you even hear yourself? It's almost like you're saying I'm the idiot for choosing ally.
We didn't say that.
Haven't you ever heard of the prisoner's dilemma?
We have.
Then why, for fuck's sake, did you choose betray? We all get out of here quickest if everyone chooses ally. Any idiot can see that. So, why did you?
I'm sorry. Really, I feel terrible. So,
Forget it. I'm never going to trust you or Vi again.
okay, we lost her trust. Okay.
Pay for this.
Okay. Alice stormed off. She threw one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left, and then stabbed me right through the heart. One of the other teams seemed to be dealing with a similar issue.
I really don't know what I can say. We had no idea you would choose ally.
No way I'd choose betray. Not with Clover on the other side.
What? What do you mean?
Do you have an interest in Clover?
What? No, that's not... No.
What is it then?
Well,
You'd have to be crazy to pick ally. The only way it'd make any sense to do that is if you really, really trusted the other person.
so you're saying you don't trust me then?
Duh! Are you senile? Why the hell would I trust some old geezer I just met a few hours ago?
This is very interesting.
I see. Say no more. Didn't think it'd hurt this much.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You're starting to get kind of creepy.
Creepy, huh? I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust.
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Well, looks like those guys managed to get through this all right. Figure that means the fault here's gotta be mine.
Huh?
Okay, but the fault was ours and they... Okay, different side of the... Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Yeah,
Hahaha, he's doubting himself.
exactly.
Dio, Quark, and Luna, on the other hand, seem to have resolved things amicably by all choosing ally. No doubt we were all wishing we'd done the same. But why had Dio sounded so awkward? What had happened in the AB room? Only Dio and Quark knew for sure.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
Okay.
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
And now they close.
They're already open.
Oh, okay.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
Yeah.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon Round.
The moon round?
Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
The moon cards? Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now, you'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
Okay.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
No. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on.
Of course, you could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth and losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5, round 100, round 2000. You might even go all the way up to round 24,9,004,897. Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Oh yeah, look, we are not here in this screen. We're the only ones not here. Right? Yeah, because it's 4 and 4. Yeah, those are 8. We're the only ones not there. Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly?
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing though, Ziggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
Okay. What? What do you mean?
You can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
Okay, so like in the previous game in which it was scanning the bracelets.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
But wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off?
No, yes. They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways.
Yep, here we go.
To get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way?
Your heart rate reaches
Hey,
0.
Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Theo. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do.
No, well, I see you
It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
You die.
Yep.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right?
Yep.
Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So,
Interesting.
when that signal goes
Same thing
away-
here.
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round. Oops.
Oops.
I guess it's not gonna be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything?
No, but you will do anyway.
Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
There. That's pretty clear, right?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be 10 mealdy or less. One or the other. Or it might be both of them.
What?
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
So, Fi had been right. But how had she known before Zero told us?
I see. Alice and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What?
What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well,
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, Fi. I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the door, the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people so long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right?
Yeah.
There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That
Yeah.
means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait, you've already got those bracelets. Have a look. The color's changed, hasn't it?
Yep. It did change. I'm yellow now.
So am I.
Me too.
Okay, so the pairs are still the same. Oh no, wait. I'm no longer with Fido.
It looks like the color wasn't the only thing that changed.
What do you mean?
Well, it looks like our groups have changed too. I was a solo last round, but now it says pair.
Wait. Really? Mine still says solo.
It looks like Luna and I both changed. Although I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm the opposite. Mine went from pair to solo.
No change here. Still a pair. I guess this must be magenta. Are you two magenta too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Quark, Clover, and I are cyan.
I think Mr. K and I are pairs, and Miss Clover is a solo?
Looks like it.
When did they change? Back when the AB gates closed.
Okay.
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
Okay.
Pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random.
Is it though? It never is random. It never is random.
No rules or anything. Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you
Adieu. Oh my god.
Sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right? I'll never see you guys again.
He's lying. Freaking liar. Pretty sure he's lying. Though that also means that the exposition part is done and over with until next time that we start the game again. But we can probably fast forward through most of that.
Did you really think I was gonna cry?
No!
Nah.
Nah. Oh my god.
As if I'd cry over you dummies.
What the? You fucking dick.
You mad? Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching.
I'm always watching, Wazowski. Always watching. Thank you for the 38 months, Hector. Thank you. You arrived to always being watched.
Maybe I'll see you again someday.
Have a nice tragedy.
Have a nice tragedy. Oh my god.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. Also, he's not real. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, it looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur.
I don't, because I know he didn't.
There's no point in standing around.
She didn't?
We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so.
Okay, if we split up, then that means that someone's gonna die.
Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money except for banks and my student loan, and anyway, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? Ooh, a cult! Cults are fun. No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group's server? Not that I think of. Had I witnessed an assassination? Yes. No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yeah. Oh my god. But it was just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. Oh my god. This game's a little bit racier than the first one. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh boy. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd be abducted and put in the nonary game, I couldn't see it. Why was this happen? Why does it happen to me? I made a mistake. I thought back to what I'd be doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. Were they though? Were they? December 25th, 2028. Early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty, and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. So, why was I at school typing away feverishly on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I got was that one cold email. Try as I might, couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Also kind of shitty to break up around Christmas, but you know, that's a whole different thing. At any rate, I stayed up all night to finish my paper, and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. Hello, Cleffa. God damn it. You stupid piece of shit. Not you, Cleffa. The car. The car. I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Huh? What? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? Well, I am a stupid piece of shit. Yes, what gave it away? No, Cleffa, you're cute, you're adorable, and you're smarter than your average person. I believe, I think. We need to talk more so that I can prove that. But yes. I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit! Open, goddammit! I'm smarter than your average Cleffa. But you're cuter than your average Cleffa, too. But what's going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rearview mirror. But I was certain there was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Not fast at all. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. My mind is dead from playing Sonic Adventure for 3 hours straight. Oh my god. I am actually not doing so much better. It was a horrible day at work. And then I tried to take a nap, but I couldn't nap. So I also wanted to stream. I want to keep like a proper schedule this time. So I'm working on that. So I needed to stream today anyway. So yeah, it's not that my brain's a little woozy, a little type thing. So, you know, I'm a little bit tired. I'm here hydrating with water that had an electrolyte tablet in it to see if my headache is dehydration. Hopefully it is, because that way it's easily cured. Otherwise, I'm here trying to escape a room. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped close. And then I woke up with Fi. Fee fi foam. Fee fi fo foom. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Fi. Why is this happening to me? I only had a minor sex scandal with the wife of a politician. I mean, I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. I want to try Pho. Sounds pretty good. Everyone I've talked to say Pho is amazing, and I really want to try it. But also, isn't Pho like really warm? And currently we are in the very warm season. As in, like, it rains for like 3 seconds and then all the heat trapped in the concrete and in the ground just goes up and becomes humid. And I don't know if this is a word in every other country that speaks Spanish, but here in Costa Rica we call it bochorno. And it's when it, like, think about it this way. The best way to think about bochorno, in my opinion, is when you're in like an air-conditioned room and you open the door to the outside and you just get the waft of warm air and like your whole body just immediately starts sweating. That is something like bochorno, in my opinion. So it's pretty gross. It's pretty gross. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Let's go to the lounge. Are you really Hispanic if your mom doesn't make warm foods during summer? My mom didn't. My mom didn't really make soups and stuff during summer. We did eat like freshly baked pies or something, but yeah.
Can I get you a seat?
Aw, she's so cute. Are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? I just came here to check up on you guys. So, this is the lounge, huh? A bar, a sofa, and 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room.
Can I get you a drink?
You better not be
I
underage.
turned 21 just the other day.
I see. Well, I guess we could probably have a drink or two then. Unfortunately, as much fun as that sounds like, I don't think it's a very good idea. This isn't really a good time to be getting wasted.
Really? It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
Clover, you were so young last time. You being 21 right now is so weird. So weird. You've got a point.
Sigma?
I'm just kidding. Besides, I've got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best plan.
It hasn't gone away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the bastard's back.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm sure if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before. Anyway. Has this been happening to anyone else?
What? The headaches?
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago. I feel fine now, though.
What about you, Luna?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier. Not me. No headaches here. Well...
Well, what?
It's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird. Your head feels weird? No.
No?
My body feels weird.
Okay.
Like my whole body.
Do you feel any kind of numb? I think I've got the same thing. It's kind of like... Like when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms, and then when you wake up, that arm kind of feels like it's not really yours anymore. It's not just my arm, though. My whole body feels kind of numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but...
Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean.
Really?
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe it's because of the anesthetic gas.
The what now?
It might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Oh, yeah, right.
It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it must have been pretty powerful stuff.
You think this might be some kind of side effect?
Well, it could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Alright, I'll go have a look somewhere else then. You guys going to stick around here?
Yeah. Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Okay. Catch you later then. I waved goodbye and headed back towards the exit. Where to next? We go to the infirmary because we have no idea where anyone is, so we're just going down in order. Hello, nurse? Infirmary. So, this is the infirmary, huh?
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry, Alice. Still mad, huh?
Obviously.
Oh, come on now, you don't have to get your panties in a bunch.
That's easy for you to say, Dio. You're sitting pretty at 5 BP. Temioji and I only have 1. You do understand what that means, don't you?
That's no reason to take your anger out on people. You won't get your BP back by being a jerk to him.
What's this? You're gonna take his side? I thought you, of all people, would agree with me.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't get it.
I just gotta say, like, last game, we had a rather scantily clad woman, and in this game, we have a rather scantily clad woman who is a billion years old.
Why would you care? You've got, what, maybe 5 years left? Maybe less?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I'm not like you. I'm still young. I want to live a long life.
Are you still young, though?
There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes.
Yeah, I can understand that. Me too.
I want to eat tons of delicious food.
Me too.
Love.
That's overrated. Actually, no, it isn't. I'm pretty happily married.
What an idiot.
Excuse me?
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Ugh. Look. Let me try this again. I'm frustrated. But there really is something important I have to do.
Which is? To conquer the world and recover everything that the people have stolen from the Egyptians.
Avenge my father's murder.
Oh.
That's what I have to do.
Okay. What happened to him? Could you elaborate on that?
No, I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
Fine. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped
I
here?
have no idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction.
Meaning...
It's on their trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
Can't say. But it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
Interesting. Are you a detective?
I wouldn't really say I'm a detective. Not a bad guess, though. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Well, I mean, you don't really have the detective look.
I didn't say I was a detective.
Then what are you? CIA?
No.
Fine. Well, whatever you are, you don't look like one.
That's fine. In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better. Better I keep them guessing.
She is pretty. I wish I had the self-esteem to get my eyeshadow like this. Like, I just she looks so pretty, and like I'm just exhausted all the time. So but I guess that's part of being an adult or something.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right?
Dio, you're not a detective then? Then what are you, Alice? I'm hot, bitch.
I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No. She has nothing to do with my work. She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna get into this backstory. I'm so looking forward to that. So looking forward to that. Where's somewhere?
The middle of a desert.
A desert?
Yes. But that's an awfully long story.
Is it though?
Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree? That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information too?
I am Avery. Do you miss Avery from Pokemon Sword and Shield? He is here to become a master of martial arts and Pokemon battles.
We'll start with you, Tenmyoji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Oh, yeah.
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You
He's
two
my
know each other,
grandson.
right?
Do I have to answer that?
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
No. And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
I see. Very well then. Dio, it's your
What about
turn.
you, Avery?
What's your profession?
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but I'm a circus ringleader.
What? No way. Looking like that? I feel the old guy looks more like a detective than Alice. Yeah, but he looks a little bit more cowboyish, or like from the south. A ringleader?
You're kidding.
No, nothing here would have told me that. Nope. Nope.
Nope, I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world. It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but
Oh, what's the guy from that movie? Oh, Hugh Jackman, Zac Efron, Zendaya. Let's Google it. Hugh Jackman, The Greatest Showman. He is the descendant of P.T. Barnum.
my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th generation ringleader.
Hmm.
My old man was a trapeze artist. He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed. Well, I guess he wasn't really young. He was about 40.
Oh.
He was pretty reckless for a guy that age.
Yeah.
Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up. Guess he just took it too far.
I see. You lost your father too then.
Yeah.
And now about me. Sigma. I am Zero.
Guess I got a little sappy there. Anyway,
I mean-
point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced. On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside. Before I can even
Interesting.
get a look at them, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room. Anyway, enough about me. You still haven't heard your story, Sigma. Who are you?
I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school, and when I got into my car, this white gas started pouring out of everywhere.
Are you some kind of doctor?
Huh? No, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD. Ooh! Smart guy over here! Ooh! He was already kind of handsome, and he's a smart guy. So dreamy. But I'm not quite there
I
yet.
guess you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
Yeah, I guess I have.
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
Believe me, I've thought about it, but I just keep drawing a blank.
What about Zero?
No idea.
Do any of the people here look familiar to you?
Nope. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't really say for sure about Kay since I haven't seen his face. I suppose it's possible he's someone I know.
Just who is he anyway?
He is Auron from Final Fantasy X. He is looking for his sword and watching out for Titus? Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
Okay, well, Kay's a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Watching out for the titties? Heck yeah. Being a little TMI, I've been having problems with mine. Because I got chubbier, they got a bit bigger, and now they're hurting my back a lot. So I bought a weight to work on that. Heck yeah! I bought a weight to work on my back. Yay! Anyway, Clover, for instance, what does she do?
I think she's a student.
Oh.
At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
Yeah, it really does suck. But we changed lunches to like salads though. So we're hoping that helps. I'm drinking more water. Eventually I want to buy like more food and stuff, but I do have this right here underneath to pay the bills, and I can't afford a lot of stuff right now, which is kind of sucky, but we'll make it work. At night we try to eat a lot of vegetables. Currently we run out of vegetables, so yeah, it'll be fine. What about Quark? Well, I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? He's still in elementary school, right? Why is that funny?
It's nothing. Just forget about it. Yeah, you're right. Boy his age would be in elementary school.
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
And if it makes you feel better, sure.
Well, I know a little about Luna.
Oh?
I got her talking when we were in the infirmary.
Okay.
She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know. She didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I guess nurse.
Okay, that's rude. That's very rude, Dio. You cannot judge by appearance. Though you did dress like a ringleader, so... yeah.
That leaves us with 5. She's the most mysterious to me. What does a girl like that do?
You've been around her the most, Sigma. She told you anything?
Hello, nurse. One more time.
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there. Like, I looked at you, and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
She is pretty, but I don't like her. No, nothing in particular.
Sure.
Yeah. She's a real mystery, alright. I honestly know about as much as you do. So basically, nothing. I hadn't realized it until I said it. I spent hours with Fi, and yet I knew nothing about her except her name, and only had her word that even that was the truth. She reminds me of Santa, though. It might be just because of that white hair. Yeah. But I think the only... This might be completely false, because I haven't played this game. And people in the chat, please do not spoil anything about the game, because, you know, this is a first-time experience type situation. I think Clover and Alice are the only ones from the previous game. Alice being the... We're thinking she's the mummy. Well, I'm thinking she's the mummy that used to be in hidden in in that area. Yeah. In the boat. In the... wasn't the Lusitania, wasn't the Titanic. The Olympus? The Gigantic. I think it was the Gigantic. But yeah, I think that only those are from the previous game, and these guys have no connections. But we'll see! We have a lot of game to go through, especially because this game has more than 6 endings. Woo! Actually, flowchart. See? See? Oh my god. And we are just here. Soon we'll have to reach an end. Ah! So many endings. I know, right? Who was she, really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. A fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader, plus 2 total mysteries. What do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would just grab a bunch of people randomly. Fi looking kinda sus. I saw Fi vent.
There's no point to talking about this. We should just focus on getting out of here.
I agree.
I'm gonna go check on the others then.
Where do you plan on going?
The crew quarters. I think I'll head to the crew quarters.
I see. Right. Later, bro.
Later, bruh. Bruh. Okay. I headed out of the infirmary. And made it into the crew quarters.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Yep. I was. Vi, Alice, and I went through all the rooms.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like a secret door or something?
If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told you?
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
Out of the ordinary.
What's this book?
Schrodinger's cat. Huh? Oh, that's a book of meowed cats.
A meowed?
Oh, sorry. It's just this thing that has happened to me ever since I was a kid. Whenever I start talking about cats, I start talking like one. It doesn't really mean anything, though.
Oh, okay.
I love him. I love him so much.
That's weird. So what's the cat book about?
Oh. Well, there's this quantum physics-led experiment called Schrodinger's cat. This book talks about it.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat.
He seems very wholesome, right? Yeah. And in last game, Seven, who was the one with memory loss, was the most wholesome of them all. So, I'm being deceived, the gambler's fallacy and all, but I'm excited anyway.
That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box. Something like that, right?
Meowby?
What?
I don't really know anything and meowed it. I'm just telling you what Fi told me.
So it probably isn't gonna give us any hints then.
Pork?
Look at his I'm not angry, I'm disappointed face. That was great.
Oops.
Well, what about you guys? You checked out the lounge with Clover and Temioji, and Quark was in the infirmary with Dio and Luna. Anything suspicious there?
Well, this whole facility is pretty suspicious, but...
I want to Google who his voice actor is, but I also don't want spoilers. So we're gonna do that another time when we finish the game. Someone remind me. Someone set a reminder. Google who his voice actor is. Probably in the credits it'll say or something.
I suppose that's not what you meant. Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
Lunar eclipse?
Yes. Apparently, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028.
Ooh, I wonder if that is true. Give me a second. Lunar eclipse. 2028? Oh! Huh! A total lunar eclipse will take place on Sunday, December 31st, 2028. It'll occur during a blue moon. And first such eclipse... Oh my god. This is really interesting. Sorry, I'm reading this out now. And it is to happen since 2009. It is also known as New Year's totally of 2029. It will be completely visible over Asia and Western Australia. Will be seen rising over the areas of Africa and Europe and setting over Australia and New Zealand. So I have to go visit Australia for this. Or Japan. Ooh, let's go to Japan for New Year's. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh my god. I just imagined this. I'm gonna geek out a little bit. I'm nerd out, geek out, whatever you want to say it. I'm just imagining playing like the scene in Cardcaptor Sakura where she dreams of Shaoran in the Tower of Tokyo and the moon and everything. So I'm just like, ooh, looking at the Tower of Tokyo with the lunar eclipse. It's so exciting, so funny. Anyway, I do have a couple Aussie friends, and I guess like they're people I know because I haven't talked to them in a very long time. The scenes with the Tokyo Tower are all great. Yes, they're perfect. Oh my god, they're perfect. I love them. I do know a couple of people from Australia. I think one of my cousins is living in Australia, so I might be able to go visit her. But who knows? We are 6 years away. Anything and everything can happen.
All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
Isn't that this New Year's Eve?
I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
The 31st, huh? I'd be knocked out at dawn on the 25th, so the 31st would be 6 days after that. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse? What did it have to do with any of this? Try as I might, I couldn't think of any way an eclipse could be connected to our abductions.
What about the infirmary, Quark? Did you find anything there?
Yeah, we did find something. Just one thing, though.
Okay. What was it?
Dio and Luna didn't tell you?
Sorry, my ear started itching and being very warm. My right ear, so someone's talking about me. No.
Okay. I got it right here. Just a second.
Quark reached into his pocket and pulled out what appeared to be a newspaper clipping. My throat began to tighten as I read it. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authority. Oh, this is too close to home. No. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. Oh my god. The who has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Is this for real?
It seems a little hard to believe.
If it really is some kind of pandemic, though, that sounds like a pretty big deal.
It does.
There hasn't been anything on the news, though. This is the first time I've heard of the term Radical 6.
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside. Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
Oh boy. Clover's voice shattered the silence.
You guys!
It should continue with, however, people refuse to stay in quarantine and refuse to wear face masks.
Hurry! You need to come with me!
Has something happened?
Yes! I mean, sort of. I mean, we found something.
Okay,
What did
so...
you find? It's horrible. It's really scary.
Horrible?
Oh, never mind. Just shut up and follow me. You'll understand when you see it.
Where is it?
Right over here in the next room. Just follow me.
Clover was first into the room, followed quickly by me, Kay, and Quark. She said nothing, just pointed under the bed. The three of us crouched down and followed her finger. There it was. Oh. What? What the hell is this?
I think it's a bomb.
Bomb? No. No way.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
Yeah, I think this is the moon and that's Earth. Of course, it was the same bomb I'd seen in my vision. Then it hadn't been a hallucination. Had it actually been a premonition?
We need to tell everybody. No, it's all right. Luna's out rounding them up. They should be here in just a few seconds.
And here they are.
See?
Where is it? Where's this bomb?
No sooner had she spoken the words than the rest of our fellow captives appeared. Luna pushed through them and pointed at the bomb.
There.
Your butt's the bomb. There.
See?
For several long moments, we just stared in silence. Slowly, we began to eye one another. Old suspicions suddenly reawakened. It was Fi who finally broke the silence.
Doesn't look like it has a timed detonator. There must be a remote somewhere.
You're right. It'll probably use an active button or a switch of some sort, not a dead man switch. If we can get it, we should be safe as long as we don't press the button.
Who was the first person to find this?
And Luna. We found it while we were searching this room.
I thought you and Luna were in the lounge.
Well, yeah. We looked all over, but we couldn't find anything there. So we gave up on the lounge and came here.
I can confirm that. I wanted to look around the lounge some more, so I stayed back. You guys must have found it when you got here, then?
Yes.
How did you know it was a bomb?
Well, I mean, I could tell just by looking at it.
Why?
Well, during my train...
Clover!
Oh boy, Clover! Clover's eyes widened and she clapped her hands over her mouth.
Anyway, this is definitely a bomb. I guarantee it.
Also, if any false movement and this won't be covering anything. I'm so sorry to tell you. I hope it stays TOS safe.
How do you know?
I just do, okay?
You sounded pretty sure about the switch, too. How do you know all this?
Let's just say it's an occupational hazard.
What kind of occupation do you have?
I can't tell you that.
Spare me the bullshit. This isn't time for keeping secrets.
Please. Just trust me. Look, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm sure that's a bomb. And it's not just any kind of bomb. It's an antimatter bomb.
Antimatter?
What?
You mean a bomb that uses annihilation energy?
Oh, you know what that is? Anyway, yes, you're right.
What's Hill Nation?
Hill Nation! Oh no! I think we have our raid message. Hill Nation.
I would have thought you'd know.
Huh? Why?
Well, your name is Quark. You do know what that means, right?
Yeah? Grandpa told me about it. He said it's an elementary particle, one of the smallest bits of matter, but I don't really know anything else.
I see. Can you explain it to him, Tenmyoji?
Me?
Well, you know him best. I thought you could explain it best.
Let me think.
I mean, that is fair.
I don't know. It's hard to think of a way to explain it in simple terms.
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Fine nodded and turned to Quark.
Okay. To begin with, we usually refer to bits of matter as particles, but there are also these things called antiparticles. For example, an electron is a particle with a negative charge. It has a sort of opposite, which is the
Physics
antiparticle.
class!
It has a positive charge instead of a negative one, like the electron. So, protons have antiprotons, and neutrons have antineutrons. Antimatter is a general term that covers all the antiparticles. The thing that's interesting about antimatter is that because it's the opposite of normal matter, when they collide, they both sort of cancel each other out. When they cancel each other out, though, it releases a whole bunch of energy. That process is called annihilation. So, an antimatter bomb is a bomb that uses annihilation energy.
Sorry. I don't really get it.
Oh. Alright, how about this? You've got men and women, right? They're kind of like complete opposites. What happens when you put them together? Well, if there were, quantum men and women, then when you put them together, they disappear. Because their opposite elements cancel each other out. Like when a plus cancels out a minus, you get 0. That's annihilation. But when you get annihilation, you also get...
I know! A baby!
Exactly.
Sure.
In this case, the baby you get is the energy from the annihilation. It's not a real baby, of course, but like a baby, it's got all sorts of potential to do amazing things.
That's kind of a strange explanation.
You followed it, though, right?
Yeah, but that thing under the bed isn't going to be making a baby.
Yep.
Just how big of an explosion are we gonna get here?
It's pretty simple, actually. Just use Einstein's E = mc squared. The mass loss during annihilation will be converted to energy,
So you would take the total mass of matter and antimatter and multiply it by the speed of light squared. That should get you the amount of energy.
Antimatter, basically what it does is turn matter into pure energy. Yeah. Well, you see, Cleffa, you and I, we understand because we are smart girls.
For example, let's say that it has 350 milligrams of antimatter. That would mean there would also be 350 milligrams of matter, right?
So you'd have 700 milligrams total.
Yes. That means annihilation would produce roughly 63 trillion joules.
and the amount of energy generated from that collision is orders of magnitude stronger than even an atom bomb. Because, as they just said here, it is calculated with the speed of light. Also, I just noticed the screen flickering. Did you see the screen flicker in the stream? Because if it did, then I will move things around and use another screen, because I have 3 screens and I think one of them is dying. Ugh. I'm gonna stop here until you guys tell me, because I am also going to take a stretch break. And by a break, I mean I'm gonna keep my headphones on and listen to the very bad I might have. I wasn't paying attention. No, Cleffa! Ugh. My back cracked quite a bit. It felt so good. I don't know if you've had that, but like it went prick, and it was very nice. It was very nice. Okay, I stretched my back, my spine has been aligned, and we are going to move things around because I don't want any flickering happening in my video game. For some reason, you can only crack your right arm. Oh no, that is terrible. Because cracking my back is kind of essential. Mainly because I have a very pronounced like spine curve. I have a big butt. let's say it how it is. I have a big butt. So I need to crack my back to set like everything back into like place, and it's not the best thing ever. Anyway, I moved everything around, so hopefully no more flickering. 63, isn't that scoliosis? No, because my back is normal. It's just like my lower back like indents more than usual because I have a big butt. So like the curve is normal, but I have a big butt. That's all there is. 63 trillion joules?
That's about as much energy as the Hiroshima bomb.
I forgot about that. I almost choked on my water.
What the? You've got to be kidding me. There's only 350 milligrams of stuff in there.
Well, technically it's 700 milligrams since you have the matter and the antimatter.
That's not the point. We're talking about something that weighs less than a gram being equal to a bomb that weighed like 10,000 pounds.
Yup.
Don't get so excited. I think I know what kind of bomb this is. It's probably using antihydrogen. There should only be about 25 micrograms of material in there.
That's less than 1,000th of a gram.
Okay.
So you'd only get about 45 billion joules of energy, right?
What does that mean?
About as much explosive power as 1 ton of TNT.
Oh boy, that's still a lot.
A ton?
Yes. Well, approximately.
And how exactly should I not worry about that?
Only 45 billion, yeah.
That's enough to blow up a 10-story building.
True. But it's a lot less powerful than an atomic bomb. We don't know how big this place is. If we can get far enough away from the bomb, we might have a chance of survival.
Perhaps, but how do we know this is the only bomb?
What do you mean?
Look at it carefully.
We hope. That's what we do.
It's got a number 3. Do you see it?
Yeah, you're right.
If the bombs are numbered,
Then there could be a number 2 bomb or a number 1 bomb out there.
yes. There's no way to know if this is the final bomb either. There could be a 4th, or a 5th, or...
I mean, it's the nunnery game, so probably 9 bombs. I'm just guessing out here.
Anyway, we can't just sit here and do nothing. We should move it. Somewhere.
Dio stepped forward and reached for the bomb.
No! Don't touch it!
Alice grabbed Dio by the wrist and jerked him away from the bed.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Have you got a death wish or something? This bomb is here because somebody planted it. Do you really think they didn't rig it to go off if some idiot tried to move it?
Yeah, that's fair.
Then what the fuck are we supposed to do?
We'll just have to leave it be for now. Until we can find the detonator or figure out how to turn it off.
You're telling us we should just prance off and ignore the incredibly deadly bomb that is probably gonna kill us all?
Yep.
There's not much else we can do.
Do you know how to turn it off?
Well, there is a way.
Then spill the beans, lady. How do we turn the damn thing off?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate.
So we just need to get this password.
Yes, that's right.
Dio, sweetie, what other options do you have? But there's no keyboard or anything on the bomb. Like, Dio is such a dumbass. Like, if you played Sword and Shield or you saw Sword and Shield DLC, Avery was the same type of dumbass, and I love those dumbasses. They're just so stupid. I love them, though. I love them.
Look again.
Oh, did I not read that? But there's no keyboard or anything on the bomb.
You see it? Right here. There's a port.
Yes, right here.
If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
Okay.
Who would do something like this?
I have no idea. But we can figure out when they did it.
Oh, yeah?
When you and I searched this room, we didn't find anything, right? So that means the bomb must have been planted after we'd left.
That's true. After we left, huh? But when we went and checked the chromatic doors, we were all there. And after that, we've all been around the other people. There's no way anyone could have snuck off to plant it.
I don't know about that.
Oh no.
After we finished the AB game, we all split up.
Oh no.
Someone planted it right before then.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. You don't know, do you? Before we went off to the 3 rooms, we searched the hallway.
Oh.
Everybody was all split up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyone could have come by here then. It would have been easy to sneak away.
You know, I don't remember seeing you around, Sigma. What were you doing?
Well, I was just kind of deep in thought, I guess. I stayed behind in the warehouse when you guys went off. No one believes me! Hey, why are you guys giving me that look? You don't think I planted it, do you?
I never said that.
Not out loud, you didn't. You've gotta be kidding me. I don't know anything about this bomb.
Really? Are you sure? Back when we were in the AB room, you said you saw the moment when the bomb exploded.
That was just a... I could hardly say premonition. If they didn't think it was the worst lie on the planet, they'd think I was insane. Clover wouldn't. Clover has experience with this. Wait. This doesn't make any sense. According to Tenmyoji, any one of us could have been in here. Why am I the only one who's under suspicion? Also, there's no way to know the culprit here is actually one of us. Maybe there's someone else in here and they set up the...
Impossible.
Why?
There's no way that would get past Zero. And there's no way Zero would let anybody do something that would get in the way of the game going forward. What?
When you say zero, you mean the AI, right?
Of course.
This is confusing. From now on, let's refer to the real Zero, the one behind all of this, as Zero Senior.
Zero Senior and Zero Junior, heck yeah!
And of course, make the AI Zero Junior.
Heck yeah!
Fine with me. Anyway, whichever one it is, they're not going to let a 10th person in. There's no way.
But what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
I don't think it could be.
Why not?
Well, Zero Junior said so. He said that the real Zero was one of us.
Oh my god. Who is it? Who is it? I need to know. Fi and Clover were right. Zero Junior, which is short for Zero Jolly Rabbit. There couldn't be a 10th guest. And Zero Senior was without a doubt one of us. But if that was the case, then could Zero Senior have planted the bomb? If not, then who had? Alice? Dio? Luna? Potassium? Clover? Tenmyoji? Fi? Or... It seemed insane, but could it have been Quark? No. Why would Zero Senior have gone through to all the trouble of setting a bomb? To make this game more exciting? To make it seem more dangerous? No. It didn't fit at all, for what we know. But if that was the case, then the person who planted the bomb was someone other than Zero Senior.
Oh no! This is bad.
What is
Press
it?
the buttons on your bracelet.
Oh shit. Is this for real?
We've only got 4 minutes until the chromatic doors open.
We gotta run.
Let's go then.
You're right. This bomb thing is gonna have to wait until later.
Alright, come on everybody. And now we just run straight and then turn left. And here we go. Ooh, Cleffa, I should show you my background. And we're in the middle of this very intense thing, and I'm like, I should show you my background.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Hey, the doors are open.
We need to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Well, what are our options this time?
Attention. I'm only saying this once. Just like the last time, we've got 3 possible combinations.
If I quickly laid out our choices. Sigma here. Okay. Option A, Luna and I, yellow pair up with Clover, cyan, and go through the green door. Tenmyoji and Dio, magenta, pair up with Alice, yellow, and go through the red door. Kay and Quark, cyan, pair up with Fi, magenta, and go through the blue door. Option B, Luna and I, yellow, pair up with Fi, magenta, and go through the red door. Tenmyoji and Dio, magenta, pair up with Clover, cyan, and go through the blue door. Kay and Quark pair up with Alice and go through the green door, but I want to go with Kay. So, option C, Luna and I, yellow, pair up with Alice and go through the blue door. Oh, but Kay is also in a pair, and we're also in a pair, so we cannot go with Kay. Okay. So the pairs are, the solos are Clover, who was P? Fi and Alice. Clover, Fi, and Alice. Okay. Tenmyoji and Dio pair up with Fi and open the green door. And Quark and Cyan pair up with Clover and open the red door. We are going with Clover.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Well, you decided the first time, right?
I voted for Clover. Yeah, me too.
Then can I decide this time?
Oh,
I think I deserve it. I only have 1 BP left.
sure.
Doesn't it seem like the fair thing is to let the person who's at the greatest disadvantage choose? Wouldn't you agree?
Sure.
That means you should get to choose too. I mean, you've only got 1 BP, right?
You've got a point. But how about we listen to what Alice wants first? So tell us, which door and which people do you want?
The green door. And I want to go with Kay and Quark.
I see.
Okay. So that means we're going with Fi.
Option B, then. That means Tenmyoji and Dio will go with Clover through the blue door. Is that all right with you, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
Why? If we go through there together, that means you'll be playing against me in the next AB game. Are you really, really sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Matter of fact, that's why I want to go with you. You said you didn't trust me, right? Well, I'd like to change your mind. I figure this will give me the chance. I've been wanting to pair up with Alice, too. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, and that is?
We'll get to that later.
Interesting.
Anyway, Alice's first choice would be option B then?
Yes, I guess.
What about the rest of you? Is that okay too?
I thought about it for a moment. If I went with option B, then Luna and I would go through the red door with Fi. As far as I felt about that, no. That's not okay.
Why not?
Because
Oh no, this is bad. Which door do you want then? The only other choices are A and C.
I thought about it again. If I went with A, Luna and I would end up paired with Clover, and we'd go through the green door. On the other hand, if I choose C, we'd be going through the blue door with Alice. So which one did I want? I decided to go with Clover! I want option A. We'll take Clover and go through the green door.
Gives you the power to just decide that.
That's fine by me. Like I said before, there's something I want to talk to Alice about.
Are you going to tell me what this thing is?
That'll have to wait. Talk to me again on the other side.
Ugh. Now I'm curious.
So you're fine with this, Alice? With option A, I mean?
Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Are there any other objections?
So far this stream, we've pissed off Alice. Big time. And I'm kind of worried. Heck yeah, let's go.
Okay, that's it then. Let's go, everybody.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We nodded quickly to one another and split up. Tenmyoji, Dio, and Alice headed towards the red door, while Kay, Quark, and Fi made their way toward the blue one. I can't speak, so I'm gonna drink more water. The gaping maw of the green door pounced in front of me as Clover, Luna, and I ran toward it.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Oh, floor B. This map is huge.
Is this a dead end? three doors seem to be locked.
Yeah.
There's some kind of device over here. I wonder what it is.
It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
Clover, try pulling the lever.
Why do I have to do it?
It might be dangerous. I was hoping you could just wrap your hands around it and give it a good jerk. It is kind of big, but I'm sure you can handle it. Just be gentle. Oh my god. The dialogue.
This doesn't seem like appropriate workplace behavior. You're kind of grossing me out.
Yep. I know you're probably, oh god, the innuendo, yeah. I know you probably think of yourself as just a girl, but you have to become a woman some.
You're not making it any better. Why don't you do it?
If you can't take it, then maybe Luna can. Have you done this before? You just start at the base and work your way up, and then give it a good tuck once you get to the top.
What? What is wrong with you? If you're so desperate to give that lever a good time, why don't you do it yourself? Just leave me and Luna out of your sick fantasies, you creep.
Fine. But I won't like it. I sighed heavily and flipped the switch with as much languid disdain as I could manage.
Oh, one of the doors opened. Yeah, just the one on the left.
We might as well go through it.
Yeah. Maybe we should try flipping it one more time though. I think you could actually manage it with just one hand, Clover. Just do it real fast. It'll only take a second. Just up and down once.
Ugh, you are disgusting.
This game, oh my god, it's very gross. I love it. Ooh, the archives. Heck yeah. The library. Ooh. 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 Books. Huh?
So this is the archives. That's what it said on the door after all, but...
Yeah, I didn't really expect it to be so archivy. All these books and stuff everywhere.
Maybe we can find some clues here.
I agree.
Alright, let's split up and have a look around. Alonzi? Haha! This is the library episode of Doctor Who! Heck yeah! Okay. So I usually like to stream for around 3 hours, but God knows how long it's going to take me to figure out this puzzle. So we are gonna go with it on Thursday. Every time I see libraries in a game, I kind of wonder what kind of book it has. Yeah, me too. So because I really don't want to start the puzzle and then immediately like drop off the game and like forget what I was doing last time, we are gonna end the stream today and we are going to raid with Annie Hill Nation because it was super funny. We are going to raid someone. Let's see who we're going to raid. If you have any idea of who we can raid, you can also tell me. Otherwise, let's raid. Yeah, why not? Let's raid limit. Raid no limit 320. They are doing a very weird smash or pass every single Smash Bros. Ultimate Spirit. So kind of interesting. I'll see you guys on Thursday for more Virtue's Last Reward. If I wasn't with a raging headache, I might stream a little bit longer than 3 hours, but I do have a headache still, so. Anyways, Thank you guys for stopping by. Bye now.